Hey guys, before we get rolling, I just wanted to thank all of you because we've just hit 10,000 subscribers in exactly 1 year. Anyway, enjoy the video. This is the $1,000 track in the middle of winter and things don't exactly go to plan, so stick around. So we came in from the northern end of the $1,000 track. We came across a tree that we had to clear. So we cut that up and winched it out of the way. Just about to set up the swags and get a fire going.
Well, good morning. Today's the day. It's currently raining and it has been all night. Just about to get out of bed and probably have a coffee and get moving, I reckon.
We're all packed up. We didn't bother having anything to eat this morning. We're just going to get going and maybe have a snack on some shapes on the way to the first thing. I think the first thing we're going to come to is probably the first muddy 90-degree bog hole. To pick you up there, I reckon that'll be a winch. Pretty miserable today, but we'll get going. What looking for breakfast? Yeah. Timber, happy? Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's better slip off. Where does it want to fall this way? Yeah. Drew said that was about an hour it took us to clear that track. You know, it was probably a metre wide of log there. And then I went to drive through it, and then the cab guard saved me, and the slider. Big bog hole. Someone has made a track around, but it honestly looks worse than the bog hole. And when you get to this edge here, Drew was saying like you're going to end up with the passenger tyre wanting to drop into there anyway. Right, I'm coming. Winch here. Free spool's on, pull on it. you don't know where to. No, not far. Yeah, that was good fun. The 24's pretty fast. That's awesome. All right, we'll get this stuff packed up and we'll keep moving along. Alright, so there's two bog holes here, one after the other. This one here was just peanut butter when I drove it with Tyler, but when it's got water in it, I think you can drive it, but we're going to set a winch up anyway just in case. Pretty sure in that bog hole just a second ago, I forgot to press record. Drew pressed it in time for the winch out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've probably got wet clothes now because my car filled up real bad on the passenger side. Finally come out of that thick flats. I love these bits where you can just cruise along a gravel road for a little while, have a bit of a spell. There's also some really clean water canals that you drive through just to give a bit of the car a clean underneath. But yeah, it won't be long before we weave back into the bush and over to the winch challenge. We're back at the MQ, I think it is. I called it an MK last time and someone corrected me. But yeah, the flats are pretty much done with and we're heading up now into elevation and we'll pretty much we'll be coming to the winch challenge pretty soon. This hill actually looks pretty good going this way. Alrighty, both lockers on. We'll start creeping up this hill. usually refer to as the winch challenge, which is like that vertical wall that you winch up. This time obviously we're going to be going up the not as steep side, but it's quite a ways to get up there. And then it's a really steep drop on the other side, which I think once we get that over and done with, we'll probably have some lunch up on the top of the hill. Alright, winch challenge in reverse. Alright, third gear. Step at the back here too. Righto.
Yeah, you don't want to go back any further because you've got like a tree stump you're on top of.
So we're pretty much at the top of the climb now, but you've kind of got to go like a hard left. So I've taken the front locker out so I can steer around the corner, but I'll leave my back locker in so it can skid.
Are you driving?
Yeah.
Keep coming back and you'll fall down the way. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Yes, that is it.
Alright, so that's the winch challenge out of the way. Pretty steep drop coming down this side. I doubt the camera will do it justice, but we decided that we were going to have a bit of lunch here at the top of Mount Ramsey, but like, I don't know if you can see that in the camera. It's just like miserable, drizzly shit. But yeah, we'll have some lunch and keep trekking on. finished having lunch at the top of Mount Ramsey, and I'm going to start making our way down the hill. We've only sort of been coming down Mount Ramsey for maybe half an hour, and this is already the second tree that stopped us. Bit of a dog. Again, this is going to look like nothing on camera, but we've got a tree down there. So Drew and I have just cleared a way through here. We're going to drive up here. Over that and around there. So I'll bring the car through. We probably wouldn't have seen much of that. I guess that's how these little bypasses are made. That's hard work. Like, it's just so tight. I don't have much steering lock, so lock her in, lock her off, winch in, winch out. I'll show you the path we took. See that up here? It's gonna look like nothing. Over this mound, down into there, around to there. We're just about to winch these trees out of the way. It's got this last bit to come down here. Drew just chopped all those trees there. We're just pulley blocking off that dog over there. It's a good look at how big that trunk is. Still making our way over Mount Ramsey. Probably maybe 500 metres to a kilometre since that horrible tree bypass we made. Drew's just clearing a little one off the track. By map, I think we're about 3/4 through, and it's 3:21. All right, we just did this little diagonal rock thing somewhere on top of one of the hills. Yeah? Yeah. Even just a runner, I've got to add nothing. First hill climb, or first proper hill climb going this way. Both lockers on, as per usual. you reckon I'll drop from here or not?
I reckon there's another about 3 metres you'll be able to drive.
I wish you guys could see what I see right now. Drew just ran up that whole hill. Oh man, just had to come down and get this camera. These hills are freaking so much fun. That's the way they're supposed to be. Oh. Well, I believe we're fucked. Done the Dan Kistler mod to this tree. It's massive. We're gonna try and witch over it now.
Absolute chaos.
Well, I don't think it was quite as high as Kistler's winch log, but it was certainly hairy. It put the wind up me a bit. I'm sure if you ask Drew, he'll tell you I was a bit quiet there for a while. But yeah, we're on the other side of it. But yeah, that's the wood bridge, mate. A lot more grip than I thought there would be.
Clean your slide a bit when you turn it, but
yeah. That gives me the heebie-jeebies walking under something like that. That is a tree. So yeah, Drew's just clearing some stuff and he's going to tell me when to come. God, it's 6:15.
got a copy of that?
Yep.
You good into a corner?
Righto, on my way. Yep. Now, it might not seem like much of an angle, but like I'm probably maybe 40, 45 degrees. Just making my way down that climb. It's the one that I do at the start of my episode. I've just got the rear locker on. Every now and then it just sort of gets away from you a bit. We just had another tree to clear up the top, but it is now 7:45. Drew's waiting at the bottom. He walked the whole thing first. Most of it. We've got this other bog hole here that puts you on the piss. So I've set the camera up for that. I think the plan is just to winch as I drive. We'll get through her. Through the first river. I haven't been able to film anything because it's just too dark, you can't see anything. So now we're just making our way along Huskisson. Drew's just clearing some trees like we have been all freaking day.
Hey?
You call for an Uber?
Yeah.
All right, we just crossed the second river. Drew and I sat there for probably half an hour. Like I was absolutely packing it. But like in the end, we were having a look at videos and we just went for it. That was like the most intense thing I've done in a four-wheel drive for a long, long time. Oh, is that a tree?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get around that, won't we? Where are we going? Yeah, looks like we've got a tree here, but I'll check back with you. Well, this is probably the most relief you'll feel. What do you reckon, mate?
Yeah.
Made
You're
it.
right. You're right.
Far out. Man, I'm still peeking from that river. It's a shame we didn't get on video, but I've got a lot of other life-threatening shit going through my mind. Well, it's the next morning, probably gonna make our way out. But yeah, the gear, so like the air lockers were unreal. They worked every time. I'm so glad I've got them back in there. All the new Superior shocks that I chucked in there were freaking unreal. Like going over Mount Ramsey and that, it's so bumpy and you're constantly hitting stuff on the side of the tracks. And yeah, having the 24 volt to the winch this time, like you would have seen in the video how fast it was pulling. I've never used a winch that fast. It's still not like, you know, competition fast, but for someone who just does it recreationally and the strength it has to pull those big trees around, it's bloody awesome. So yeah, huge thanks also to Outback Equipment for all the gear they did for me for that. Air free spool, that was a game changer, being able to pull the rope. But yeah, and I didn't get the last river on camera. That river can be really dangerous and the rivers are really high. Drew had the winch hook ready, and if he needed to like jump out and hook it up somewhere to get me the rest of the way out, he was ready for that. That was proper gnarly, probably the deepest river I've ever driven through. Well over the bonnet. But yeah, any questions about the setup, you know, whatever you want to know, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Please subscribe if you enjoyed it so you can see us do more stuff like this, and give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time. He's a bully. Let's go in. What? You laughed at? Why wouldn't you let me go that way? I didn't want to, and instead of ground.
I didn't want you to drive over them. We made that.
We did. And wait for Drew to say, yeah boy.
Yeah, boy.
I told you to say yeah boy.
We're on the road again. Going places that we've never been.